Tell us about your creative process. Where do your ideas come from, relate to? I know that a lot of your work has historical, literary, archaeological references.
It's exactly that. I mean, I'm very interested in history, in all of the history. I love everything, and I'm most interested in ancient history. I love Greeks, and I love ancient pagan cultures. I'm especially interested in the beginnings of Mesopotamia, where every culture essentially had come out of Mesopotamia. The Greeks and all had developed as cultures, spread across the world. Mesopotamia had played such an important role in spreading different pagan belief systems. So, my ideas come from two places. It's my understanding of these different cultures, but also my artistic sensibility takes these ideas and translates them into a more modern idea. I'm not interested in making illustrations about these societies, but they sort of inspire me to create images that follow, let's say, certain pagan paths. How did we become who we are? I'm interested in origins, and I'm very interested before the patriarchy took over. I'm very interested in when the mother goddess ruled the earth, when women essentially ruled things. I find that to be fascinating. I like the idea of that women once had ruled the nest, and that, we worship the mother goddess. All Judeo-Christianity is based upon paganism anyway. All the rituals, almost everything comes from paganism. It had to. They took and they just sort of created it. But everything that we almost know about Judeo-Christianity is rooted in paganism. And that's why I'm inspired by that. And I love history is it's endlessly fascinating.
Absolutely. What are some real life situations that inspire you now, like in the day-to-day? Is there anything that kind of you take into the studio with you or moves you in that way? Or is it more historically?
No, I can only relate to my own life. I really feel like if I take anything from real life is that we live in a difficult world now. It's very difficult to pursue a field that I'm in, to be an artist. I'm so determined in a certain sense to keep doing what I do that I don't even believe anymore in the sense of my life going on for a long time. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we live in a very fragile, delicate world, and I don't know what the future's going to bring. And I only know this one thing, that each day, if I'm lucky enough to keep working, then I'm going to be happy. And if I die relatively young, I don't even really care. Because I care more about bringing my life to a point where I say to myself, at least I did what I wanted to do.
Yeah, no regrets.
I have no regrets. It's a very rough world we live in. The economy is terrible. Politics around the world. The world is a mess.
Yeah.
But my world is this. And so when I always said one reason why I became an artist is because I had to live in my own world. had to create, I had to create the beauty that I wanted to be around. So that's where I think real life plays for me. You know, am I inspired by it? I'm going to honestly tell you, I don't know. I don't think of it as inspired, but I'm energized by it.
Yeah.
I'm not inspired thematically, but I'm energized. You know, and so
I think
yes.
the immediacy of life.
Yeah, the immediacy of it. You know, being an artist is a very fragile and secure life. You know, and, you know, each moment that you get to do it is a privilege. You know,
absolutely.
Expect nothing from it because probably you're going to get nothing from it. It's all about you.
It's a mean mistress.
It's a mean mistress.
What are you trying to achieve in your work? What do you want your art to do to people? I mean, obviously you want to move them. Do you want to transport them to another place?
I want to transport them to. It's like a strange form of time travel.
Yeah.
It's like I want them to feel sort of like, I hate to say it, but sort of like a religious element, like something that you know is bigger than you. Mm-hmm. You know, something that's religious, but in a more pure way, because I don't have any, I myself am an atheist. Uh-huh. So it's strange that I want to do work that has some, that, you know, when you get, you say like, I understand that, like, there's something otherworldly about it.
The whole thing is, you know, being connected to something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, that's for me what it's all about. You know, this piece, for me, a lot of people say I get there with that. I feel in several of the pieces I do, it's about, you know, finding something bigger than me. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know if I do it, but sometimes it's like, there's just that moment, you know, you hate.
And you want other people to...
I want people to share that. I want it to be not a manipulation, but truly, I want them to be engaged by it, you know, to come away from it and still think about it, you know, because I don't want to do work that is self-indulgent. It's not necessarily every moment about me. It's not about me. It's about the bigger issues. You know, if it's just about me, well, you know, that's mental masturbation. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in doing work that's bigger than me. If I'm lucky, I don't know. I believe that there are moments, sometimes I hit it, but it's like, I want to create a work that
people can live with and sit with.
But yeah, and also come back to it and peel away the layers, you know, that say, oh, every time I get in front of it, it's like the first time I saw Turner, I was like 10 years old. My father had taken me to the Met, and I was like, oh my God, Dad, what is this? And I was like, he saw me, I was like in trance, like these glazes and the water, and the way and I said, you know, and every time to this day, whenever I get in front of the same painting I've seen in the Met 100,000 times, but I've been in there.
Still moved.
I'm like, it's always new. So that's the work I want to do. I want to, you know, it's like if you get it all the first time, well then it's furniture. It's still, but I want to create magic. It's all about magic for me. Everything is about magic. It's not about anything decorative on one note or just on the surface.
Yeah.
I love the surface because I'm a painter and I love paint.
Metaphorically not.
Metaphorically, definitely not. It's got to go deeper than that.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, I'm an imagist. I think of myself as an imagist. I want to make imagery. Not objective abstraction for me, which I appreciate, and much of it I adore. It's just not what I do. I want to create imagery. I'm an imagist. Visions.
Yeah.
You know, it's visions that I'm interested in, and things that come from this. Sometimes things come out of me. I go, wow, where'd that come from?
Yeah, because like a lot of your work has figurative elements, but it also, and representational elements, but you take a step away, and it has kind of an abstract presence sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's that fusion of both.
Yeah.
It's like one enhances the other. You don't know which one is more important, you know. It's sort of like if they're separate, then it doesn't work. If they enhance each other and they come together as an idea, well, you know, it's like
they dance together.
You know, it's like when Bibles were illuminated and you know and you know with detail and beautiful.
Like William Blake's.
I love William Blake because he's an imagist,
Yeah.
you know, and a visionary. And so, you know, I want to be a visionary. I want to create work that you can peel away the layers. You come back every time and you say, wow, I saw something different, you know.
Yeah.
And of course for me, more importantly, I do it for myself. You know, it's about me coming back and seeing something different. Yeah?
Yeah.
And if I get the same...
If you can do that, then other people...
Then hopefully others will see it. You know, that's really what it's all about. Creating my world. And my world has to have some beauty in it. Or I can't live. I just can't live. You know?